whispering hearth, as the sun dipped low in the winter sky, casting a soft, golden glow across the landscape. The whispering pines stood tall and serene, their snow-laden branches gently swaying with the breeze. Each pine needle sparkled with frost, reflecting the fading light like myriad tiny diamonds, creating a scene of ethereal beauty. The air was crisp, and the only sounds to be heard were the gentle whispers of the wind and the soft crunch of snow underfoot. The world seemed to hold its breath as the last light of day surrendered to the embrace of dusk. It was a time when the forest exhaled a peaceful sigh, and the solitude of winter wrapped itself around the earth, blanketing all in quietude and tranquility. Amidst this tranquil wilderness, a narrow path wound its way through the trees, leading deeper into the heart of the forest. The path was flanked by snow-draped branches, creating a natural corridor of perfect stillness where time felt suspended. Along this path, flakes of snow drifted lazily down, like delicate feathers from the sky, dancing in the soft twilight. At the end of the path, nestled among the towering pines, stood a cozy cabin, its wooden facade embracing a gentle aura of warmth and welcome. Smoke curled lazily from its chimney, disappearing into the chilled air, carrying with it the scent of burning pine, a comforting aroma that promised refuge from the cold. Inside, the cabin was aglow with the light of an ever-burning fireplace, its flames flickering and casting playful shadows against the walls. The warmth of the hearth filled the space, creating a sanctuary of comfort and serenity, whispering softly of timeless tales and forgotten dreams. This was the whispering hearth, a place where weary travelers found solace and peace, where the clamoring of the outside world faded, and the secrets of the forest sang gently to those willing to listen. And so, as dusk gave way to night, the forest and its cabin stood waiting for those who sought its gentle embrace, offering a quiet journey into the realm of dreams, where the heart could find its rest and the soul its tranquility. It was in this tender twilight that Jonas, a weary traveler, stepped onto the path leading toward the whispering hearth, his breath visible in the cold air, mingling with the delicate snowfall. After days spent wandering through the forest, he felt the weight of the world on his shoulders, tired eyes searching for solace and a place to rest his heart. With each crunch of snow beneath his boots, he felt the soft embrace of winter pull him closer to the promise of warmth that lay ahead. Though the forest around him was alive with the sounds of nature settling down for the night, a hushed stillness enveloped Jonas, offering him a sense of sanctuary and peace. As he walked, the delicate snowflakes fluttered down like gentle whispers, each unique flake falling upon the ground with a soft thud, as if to remind him to pause and breathe. As he approached the cabin, illuminated lightly by the glow from within, Jonas's heart quickened. The welcoming sight steered his tired mind away from his burdens. He could already feel the warmth emanating from the hearth, pulsating softly, drawing him closer, beckoning him to cross the threshold into its comforting embrace. Pushing open the heavy wooden door, he was enveloped by the warmth of the fire and the rich aroma of aged wood and pine. The interior was a beautiful tapestry of cozy furnishings, with a plush armchair positioned perfectly near the hearth, inviting him to settle in and let the weight of his journey slip away. "Welcome, traveler," came a gentle voice from the shadows. It was Elena, the wise and kind-hearted guardian of the cabin. Her presence radiated a calming aura, softly illuminated by the flickering flames. "You have arrived just in time. The fire is always warm for those who seek refuge." "Thank you," Jonas murmured, feeling a profound sense of gratitude wash over him as he stepped further inside, allowing the cold to slip away like a forgotten memory. He took a seat in the armchair, the fabric embracing him like an old friend. Elena moved gracefully toward the hearth, expertly stoking the fire and watching as the flames danced higher, sending embers swirling into the air. As she worked, she glanced back at Jonas, her eyes sparkling with kindness. Every traveler has a story, and every story holds a lesson. What is it that weighs upon your heart? Jonas felt the truth of her words reverberate within him, an invitation to share the stories he had carried for so long. In the warmth of the whispering hearth, a new chapter awaited, filled with the promise of healing, reflection, and the enduring magic of the forest. As the flames crackled and the snow fell softly outside, he began to speak, his voice intertwining with the soothing rhythm of the fire, creating the first notes of a tale yearning to be told. As Jonas spoke, the words flowed from his lips like a gentle stream, each syllable releasing the burdens he had carried for far too long. He shared tales of heartache, dreams deferred, and the trials that had led him to this serene place. With every confession, the weight on his shoulders began to lighten, the warmth of the hearth igniting a flicker of hope within him. Elena listened intently, her eyes reflecting the fire's glow, offering support and understanding. Each story shared was met with gentle nods, validating Jonas's experiences and emotions. The cabin embraced their connection, the whispers of the forest outside cradling their dialogue, creating an unbreakable bond of empathy in the flickering shadows. As the hours slipped by like grains of sand, Jonas found himself pouring forth not just the struggles, but also the joys of his journey, the moments of laughter, the friendships forged along the way, and the beauty that existed even in sorrow. With each tale, he felt himself being guided toward inner peace, as if the very walls of the whispering hearth were infused with magic that would bring forth healing. Eventually, as silence fell over the cabin, filled only with the comforting crackle of the fire, Jonas sighed deeply, feeling lighter than he had in years. He glanced up at Elena, who smiled warmly, her expression one of gentle encouragement. "It is in sharing that we lighten our hearts," she said softly, her voice a soothing balm. "The lessons learned from your journey are gifts, not burdens, Jonas felt a newfound sense of clarity and purpose, understanding that in sharing his stories, he not only freed himself, but also inspired the very essence of humanity, an interconnectedness that transcended barriers and time. With the cabin aglow, he settled back into the embrace of the armchair, the warmth wrapping around him like a blanket. He closed his eyes, allowing the sound of the wind to clear the thoughts in his mind. He drifted between the realms of wakefulness and dreams, knowing that when he awoke, he would emerge renewed, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. The forest outside continued its silent vigil, the snow gently blanketing the world in purity and peace. The whispering hearth stood as a beacon of respite, welcoming all those who sought solace and connection. As Jonas fell into a deep, restful slumber, the fireplace flickered softly, whispering dreams into the night, and promising that, in time, he would carry forth the warmth of the hearth within his heart, forever transformed by the power of stories shared and the beauty of healing embraced. And so, wrapped in the cocoon of comfort, he dreamed, the soft sounds of the wilderness lulling him deeper into a restful sleep, where he would awaken infused with the magic of the whispering hearth, ready to journey on with a lighter spirit and the echoes of whispers guiding him forward.